There is a scale of intensity in tornadoes, and that was created by Professor Fujita of the University of Chicago, and he actually got interested in tornadoes growing up and living in Japan when he saw a lot of intense damage from typhoons. Now, this is a little different from a typhoon. A tornado is a severe local storm coming out of a thunderstorm. Starting down at the bottom, F0 on the scale, 40 to 72 mile-an-hour winds with some minor roof, tree, and sign damage. A pretty gusty wind, but not much worse than that. Now, when you get up to F1, we're talking about roof damage. That's 73 to 112 miles an hour. That's like a pretty good hurricane, only it lasts a lot less time. Cars are thrown from roads. Some mobile homes are torn apart. The next on the scale, F2, 113 to 157 miles an hour. Strongly built buildings become unroofed and mobile homes can disintegrate. And F3 goes up over 200 miles an hour at the max. Strongly built buildings, outside walls blown away. That's the strongly built buildings. Weaker homes completely swept away. And the F4 scale goes up over 200 miles an hour. The walls are blown apart, and even strongly built homes and cars can be thrown 300 yards or more. And strongly built homes completely blown away in F6 tornadoes. This is a picture of a tornado that went through Wichita, April 26, 1991, and we have more on that tornado.
This is home video of a tornado that ripped through McConnell Air Force Base in Wichita, Kansas. The tornado tore a path of destruction 46 miles wide through Sedgwick and Butler counties. In Andover, a mobile home park was leveled. Residents were warned about the storm, but some stayed in their homes instead of heading to the shelter. By storm's end, 13 people were dead. Many more were injured.
When I came out of the basement, I was facing east, which was the major part of the disaster. And my first thought was, my God, they're all dead. I could not believe that anyone could live through what I was seeing.
Homes, businesses, and lives were destroyed. Dennis Smith was part of a Weather Channel crew covering the storm.
I was amazed that more people weren't killed. I mean, the entire scene from Andover was just totally leveled. I mean, even cars would topple around like they were toy cars, and trailers were completely flattened. Trees, all the leaves were stripped off the trees, and then the trees were down.
The tornado outbreak left 17 people dead and 225 injured. Damage was $162 million. Tom Chisholm, the Weather Channel.
As you move out of the winter months and start heading towards the warmer climate temperatures in spring and summer, then we start to find the concentration of severe weather as the atmosphere is trying to make adjustments, and sometimes it's a violent reaction. Early spring across the Gulf Coast states is when severe weather is a favored time of the year to experience severe weather. And as you move later on into the spring, I'd be describing May and June, you'd find out the severe weather breaking out in the plains and advancing on up into the northeast quadrant of the country. Now, as far as tornadoes and when they most likely occur, it shows up primarily in those months that it's making that adjustment. So we tip it in towards the spring months. April, May, and June are the peak. As you can see, in May, on average, pick up 179 tornadoes. Less of a chance of finding that in January or something like December. Now, over the 1990s, we've already seen some pretty violent weather, and in fact, a lot of tornadoes have been reported. In 1991, 1,132 tornadoes, a record year in 1992, where we had 1,297 tornadoes reported, and even in 1993, 1,153 tornadoes. You compare that to an average of 839, there's been quite a bit of tornadic activity thus far in 1990s. To find out more about how you should prepare and safety rules for tornadoes, here's Jeff Morrow.
More tornadoes occur in the United States than anywhere else in the world. Over 80% of all severe thunderstorms and tornadoes occur between noon and midnight. To survive tornadoes, it is important to react to a tornado watch or warning.
A watch means the potential is there, the ingredients are coming together, that later on during the day there could be a tornado. Now, tornado warning means all these ingredients have come together. Warning means you need to take necessary precautions immediately.
When a tornado warning is issued for your community, stay away from windows, go to the lowest floor of a building, into a bathroom or closet. Protect yourself under something sturdy. Leave your mobile home or car. If you are outside, lie flat in a ditch. Beware of possible flooding. Thunderstorms and tornadoes can happen so rapidly that you may not get a warning. So if there is a watch in your area, be aware of developing weather conditions. I'm Jeff Morrow, the Weather Channel.
Our subject again today was on tornadoes. Want to find out more? Refer to Chapter 11 in your Weather Channel classroom book. And a reminder, in the week of March 7th to the 11th, the Weather Channel will be giving you a documentary series on violent skies, shown at 7:30, 9, and 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in, find out more about severe thunderstorms and tornadoes.